Hi everybody, thanks for coming here. Well, I think today where there's so many brands and there are so many channels, the need for broadcasters and brands alike. If I say one lesson is the ability to take risks, and this project is truly interesting because three of us here and the gentleman behind have all taken a risk of some kind to be part of this. Hemant could have made a bunch of commercials, but he decided to actually go out and tell stories for brands through films. Ravi's always been on the forefront of actually trying to tell stories through marrying brands, content and viewers. And the directors who are all making feature films, all known for superstar blockbusters, are actually coming and trying to experiment with a different format. So it's been an exciting ride, and I've been a very, very strong believer that the more and more we're able to tell stories and create content, that will be the strongest way in which we can communicate our brand stories to our viewers and to our consumers. So this is an exciting journey, and we have a little bit more to show later on in this afternoon.
Yes, I can't wait. And to you, Mr. Bakshi, let me ask you, what was the thought behind choosing only these particular brands for this project?
Yeah, so what I must tell you is that our brand stand for something much more than what the functional attributes of the brand may be. So Sunsilk, of course, cleans your hair, but it stands for a lot more than that. And we thought that brands which have a larger purpose, have a philosophy which they want to talk about, we would select for this event. So we have, of course, Sunsilk, we have Lakme, we have Tresemme, Close Up. So some of the best known brands we have. These brands have a purpose, they have a story to tell, and we thought this would be a fantastic platform to get it across to our consumers.
Well, I'm very excited to see how that comes together. And I want to ask you one more. How was it seeing your brands being interpreted by these wonderful directors for their movies?
Yeah, firstly I must say that it's really a privilege to work with such talented people. These are people we've looked up to, and they've told such fantastic stories in our country. And I really get goosebumps when I think of some of them telling stories about our brands in their own way. And I'm truly excited and privileged that we have an opportunity for such talented people to work on our brands.
Okay, Mr. Rao, what was Mindshare's role in the making of these films?
I think it was very simple. When we look at the popular culture in India, definitely movies is a big one. And when we have to link brands and tell a story in anything that we do, whether it's advertising or events or whatever, nothing best than the movies. And the most interesting part is the MTV connection for us. I think the angle is very simple. We have done several projects with MTV before, and the last one was we made even the MTV VJ Jose vanish because when we tried to do the Act Shabajal launch, that was a brilliant one.
That was a good move.
And here was a simple idea that really came across, and we said why not, and the scale got really bigger. And I should really thank MTV and the directors to really make it happen. Most importantly, I should say, brave Unilever who took a dramatic stance and said, let's do something that the country has never seen before. I think that's wonderful.
4 years I've been doing a lot of TV series between my two films. And I was really get disappointed when I saw my own family skipping my 30 seconders and 50 seconders. They just skip it. And thanks to the DVR in my television, and most of the television set today and most of the set-top box has this DVR, and they skip it. So I think the consumers today have their shut off from the traditional world of marketing, and they ignore all these print ads also today. So I think this was the opportunity which was given to me by MTV and HUL, and I have been, and I knew this is the future, and this is going to happen sooner or later, and I hope that this project is successful, so that more percentage of advertising budgets come for this kind of project.
I love your honesty.
So that we make better films next time. And an incredible job, my team Akash, and frankly speaking Akash and his team, because it's very dangerous when you are having this content marketing thing, because if the content is bad and it's not an entertaining film, then it can do more damage than good to the film. So I think they have done an incredible job. They have pulled it off in this given time frame, and I'm really proud of the film. Thank you so much.
And we're so thankful to have you on board.
Thank you.
I also want to know that your film goes on first, so can you tell us a little bit about it?
See, actually, when we the tagline of Sunsilk, scripting your own life, was a trigger point. You can write 100 stories on those taglines, and that was a trigger. And then we just thought across the table, few ideas were found, and we were bouncing to each other a few ideas, and that's how it's just in. I think I will not be revealing too much about the story because I think I don't know if they will allow me to reveal or not, so I will not reveal. But it's just this three girls who one day, skip their own life, and they run this radio show on their own, FM radio station on their own for one day, and they didn't know anything about this radio station before they did that. So quite an interesting story.
Unlike Anurag, I've been actually doing feature films in between my advertising films. So for me, when an opportunity like this came up from MTV, that let's do a feature then, brand-driven film. I think it was just perfect. I mean, I just said that finally the 45-seconder is becoming a 45-minute format. So that was very good. To me, MTV has always been something that has done cutting-edge stuff, has done something which is slightly different for the youth.
Okay, what can we expect to see in your film, and which brand are you working with?
The brand I'm working on is Lakme, and considering that I'm still writing my film because Anurag's film is first and mine happens to be last, so I'm still, me and my team is still working on it. So I don't think it's a good idea to say anything because it might actually change tomorrow.
True. Rohan Sippy, hello. So how does one make a film around the brand philosophy of a brand like Tresemme?
Well, I think it's an exciting balance because it's an open enough brief, but there's a lot of stuff that is defined in there. It's about glamour, confidence. There's a fashion kind of element to it. It's about looking good, which are fun things. And another thing that has been fun about this, I think for all of us, maybe all 6 products here, we have females involved in very critical roles in my film. She's a protagonist. So Women's Day is another nice thing. You're getting a format which allows you to actually put them up front. In features you find it a little harder to, put them out as much as we would like to. But here, one of the exciting things is we get to do that.
And you've made every girl in this audience smile like this. And how has the journey been, like working with people like HUL and Mindshare and MTV? I mean, how's the journey altogether? You say they gave
Bringing the house down.
Yeah, bringing the house down, literally. But you say they gave you a lot of freedom, and that's great for somebody so creative. But how was the journey?
It's been a lot of fun. I think they're very open because it's so new. We're getting to shape it to some extent. We're going to find our feet doing it. It's really fun to share some time with Anurag, Abhinay, others who aren't here. We don't often get a chance for us to just come and chat and be, so that's another really nice thing. Just end up talking about stuff, and it's another, thank you to you guys for doing that as well.
MTV just likes to bring people together. What can I say? I'm getting a raise. Okay. Well, it's not just fun and games, guys. These men are here. They are the real deal, making films around brand philosophies that require some serious creative muscle. So I want to say thank you so much for sharing your experience of working on MTV Films with us. And I can't wait for the movies to go on air. Thank you so much. Thank you, guys. Thank you.